Good morning. I'm not sure if anybody's online. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? I just figured I'd open up the live a little bit early so that people can kind of flow in. And once we get like around maybe, let's say 10 people, I'm going to go ahead and just start the tutorial. I'm going to take a look at the agenda today. Oh, wait, just a second. I'm going to try and fix something. Let me go ahead and fix something real quick before we get started. Okay. Okay, so guys, when we're doing this chat today, if you have a question, can you please type in #question, and I have a plugin set up so I can see exactly what the question is. So the questions kind of pop out in my eyes better. Otherwise, everything there's gonna be like crazy amount of people talking in the chat, and I won't be able to tell what's going on. Okay. So let's open up the chat room. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna test it myself. No, it didn't work. Try refreshing the page. It didn't work. Now, maybe I have to do it before I open this. Here we go. All right, so looks like we got a reasonable amount of people in here. Okay, we got about 5 people. That's not bad. And hopefully this new plugin works so I can see the questions easier. It was a bit hard during the last week to see everybody and their questions. So the purpose of today's tutorial is to kind of get everybody give everybody a basic introduction to the Tezos ecosystem. It can be really confusing at first. Not really sure where to start. There's a lot of different wallets out there, and there are definitely wallets that are better than other wallets. Personally, I use 2 wallets at once. I never use the same wallet. I use different wallets for different applications. And I just use the same private key to go ahead and access those wallets. And so today I'm going to kind of show you, I'm not going to go through the private key thing, but I'll show you where to input the private key, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and get started with that. Let's go ahead and head over to, first you want to head over to, I use Firefox on, I use Firefox on Mac because the battery life is much better and it loads a lot faster. So we're going to go ahead and look for Temple Wallet first. And you'll see it'll pop up right on the top of the Google search. So you can click on that, and you want to hit Install Now, and it'll take you to your favorite browser. I'll go ahead and go through the questions in the after the first hour or so. Let me think. So maybe we should just do a question and answer. Well, I'll wait till more people come in, so I'll go ahead and answer your question now. There's only 5 people in the room right now, it looks like. So, Nissan, let's go ahead and answer this question. Getting price statistics and everything. Because there's no API right now for Tezos, there's a few tools you can use to get the pricing. One of the main tools is this Tezos Sandbox. This is sort of a community-made tool. I turn off this. It's a community-made tool, and you can go ahead and basically search for your favorite tokens here. You can look up Crunchy. And if this tool doesn't load, there's a second tool, and this is also in the description to my video. There's another tool called api.testtools Io. This is a little bit more we call it professional tool. It's made by a guy called Manicor, and he makes this tool and does a lot of the back-end data-driven things for Tezos for a lot of different projects. So you can search for your favorite token here, and this is also in the link in the description. So for example, let's go ahead and look at SPI. SPI they're working on a swapping. Someone dumped this morning. That's funny. Cool. Anyway, so this is you can look at the different the pricing for the SPI token. Here I don't see where it says the price exactly. You can kind of go to the very end and click where you want, and yeah, sometimes this tool's a little buggy. I prefer the Pentos box, to be honest, but this one's a little bit more stable. So yeah, everything's open source, so it's kind of tough on Tezos sometimes, but that's just the way it is with decentralization. Also, you can go to Testtools Io without the API on the front, and this you can do a page search for SPI or whatever token you want. Okay, this page looks like it's only showing a certain amount of. Oh yeah, the TVL has to be over 1,000. So if you do TVL over 100, the SPI will show. There you go. And you can see right there. Yeah, be careful. I made it over here, so it should be fine. It's Monday morning over here in Tokyo. Whew. Monday morning, couldn't guarantee. All right. So, what else we got? Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. I went to the little pricing just because you wanted to ask a question. So, yeah, let's go back. Basically, I went back, you downloaded Temple Wallet. And this wallet I usually use for in-browser swapping. It's very useful. And basically, once you have it installed, you'll see your wallet here. You can import your wallet. Just go import account or connect ledger. You can import your private key. This is for if you have a single wallet you want to import, and you can export your private key and then put it in here. Or if you have a ledger mnemonic, or you use a mnemonic instead of a private key, you can copy and paste that right here. Okay, and what I usually use this for is swapping. So if I want to swap from say Youves USD, So if I want to sell for Tezos for use USD, I'll put in about like 10, and you can see it gives me 73 USD. I hit swap, and this is much easier than going to the Quipuswap page. It uses the same backend, but it's much easier to do that just through your browser. So swap request sent, confirming. And of course, if you don't have the token here, you don't see it, you can just go in here and then you can search for it. So let's say that they don't have the token I want. I'll go with SBI for an example. Sorry, it's really early here. So like they don't have a SBI before, so I can click the checkbox. Click the checkbox here. Sorry, my computer is having trouble with all the extra screens right now. Let's see if this works. That's what I get for having so many browsers open and trying to do a live stream. Just a second. Close any and all extra applications. There we go. Okay, swap. Oh, sorry, I was adding a token. That's right. Manage. Go to manage, and then you can hit search for the asset SPI, and then you can just hit the checkbox. Oh, there you go. It's working now. I was just running out of RAM. Should have got the 32 gigabyte RAM. Oh, okay. So now when you do it, SPI will show up. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I got us under. Didn't realize that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and check what's next on the agenda today. I think it's Kukai Wallet. Yeah, let me go ahead and take you guys through Kukai Wallet. Kukai Wallet is it's like tied for my first favorite wallet on Tezos. It's really useful because if you want to just like do promotions on Twitter, which I've been doing a lot recently, it's really easy to send people their prize just via Kukai Wallet, because you can basically send it directly to their Twitter authentication. So you can send it directly to their Twitter handle. So today I'm going to go ahead and log in with my Twitter handle and show you guys how that's done. So you just click the little Twitter button on under direct auth, hit authorize app. And I went ahead and funded my account so we can go through the basic operations today. Oh, and also, yeah, you can go to the Quipuswap stats page. Yeah, you're right. I was going to go through that once I go to the Quipuswap later. Okay, so I was making the tutorial on Plenty DAO last night, so you can kind of see I got some Plenty DAO right there from that, and I'll walk you guys through that later in this video. So, like I said, Kukai Wallet is really useful for just logging in, and you can see this is my Twitter handle. You can send me 1,000,000 Tezos if you want, right to my Twitter handle, and I can retire. That'd be really awesome. But yeah, you can actually do it directly through Twitter. You can also do it directly through Reddit. So if you see someone's post you like on Reddit, you can send them a tip directly to their Reddit account using Kukai Wallet. Like for example, someone give me their Twitter account. Can someone give me their Twitter account right now? Just send me your Twitter handle. So the first person to send me their Twitter handle, I'll send you like a tiny bit of Tez. Oh, okay, I can go to Pixel Photos later today. Oh, we can go into that. I have it open here on the browser. I think there's a big delay between the chat room and the. Oh, okay, there we go, Philip. Cool. Okay, so where is this? Do you have the backslash on the end though? Okay, here we go. So you can actually send to Twitter account at I'll just send you something a little bit more juicy than just 0.1. So here's a nice little tip for you. This is your TC2 address. It gives you a TZ2 address. There's TZ1, TZ2, and TZ3. This means that It's basically hashed with the direct authentication on Twitter. Okay, I'll send that to you. Happy birthday. And at the end of this tutorial, I'll be giving away some Flygohr ships. If you don't know, Flygohr is a really famous artist on the Tezos ecosystem. He's not necessarily a famous artist. He's a really good artist, and everybody really likes his artwork. So he does like a game, and I'm going to go through that in a little bit. But there is a giveaway, so make sure you stay tuned to the end, and I'll have a question and answer time. And during that question and answer time, I will be giving away two pirate ships. Okay, what's next on the agenda here today? Let's go ahead and go to the Tezos pricing tools. Okay, so I took you guys, earlier in the thing, I took you to the pricing tools. There are 3 pricing tools that I use. Tezos Sandbox, ducktns.org. Link is in the description. This is the easiest one, I think, to follow because it shows the Tezos price right here to the crunch price or whatever you want to choose. You can easily search in the top here for SPI, or you can search for CRDAO. CRDAO. Sometimes the tokens disappear from this UI, so it's not super stable. I really wish someone would work on this UI. This is definitely the easiest one to follow. Testtools is great as well, but like I said, Testtools doesn't show you the price on the actual page. It kind of like you have to go to different places for different things. However, it's much more the server itself is much more stable, and there's more choices in terms of graphing. So, for example, if you want to go to what's a big coin here? Fund me. That's hell yeah. What's a big token here? Oh, energy. Energy just released on Tezotopia. So, but it's too small. Let's go to a different one. GOT, that's a pretty big one. So 14-day, you can see the price of GOT has kind of gone up here. You can change the days here. 90 days. You can see the price has gone down over 90 days. And then you can go to the main page, just Testtools Io. And it shows you this page right here, and you can just do a search. If you don't see the coin, it means it has the total value locked is too low to show up here. So just click on change it to like 0, and then every coin will show up here. So it's a way to filter out like the low shit coins, I guess you could call it. My wife glared at me. So, anyways, yeah. That's the easiest way to look at the pricing. You can go to Quipuswap as well. I never use it just because it doesn't seem to work very well. But you guys can do what you want. Yeah. Is it safe to connect your ledger to Kukai? Yes, it is. It's fine. The ledger, basically, it holds your private key inside, and it never leaves the ledger. So it's the safest way, although it's a really big pain in the butt to do transactions, especially if you do Tezos Defi. With Tezos Defi, I have a separate wallet, and I have a long-term wallet on my ledger. In order to pay to Twitter, you could make your Twitter account the same as your Tez account, and then just put a .tez at the end, and you'd have to buy the .tez domain. However, with using Twitter, you can just use the @ symbol, and then Kukai Wallet, you can send directly to that account. So it's much easier to send to Twitter than the Tezos domains. However, a lot of people just put their Tezos domains in their Twitter bio, and then you can just send to that. That way you can keep your own private keys. So it's much safer to just go ahead and buy your own Tezos domain and maybe just make it the same as your Twitter direct auth. For example, I bought the Tezos domain draper.tez, and that's tied to one of my accounts. And yeah, I was gonna sell it to Tim Draper, but then somebody else bought the Tim Draper one, so never mind. Anyways, I'm too lazy to change it. So yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. What's the next topic here? Oh, Quipuswap. I was gonna do Quipuswap. Okay, I'm gonna Quipuswap. Quipuswap is great. It's the first really good AMM on Tezos. They do have some back-end issues sometimes with the nodes. So Quipuswap is actually the same as Temple. If you didn't know, it's the same company. It's run by Madfish Solutions, and they're a really great team. They're really focused on decentralization and security. So as you can see, they have multiple nodes for the mainnet set up. So in case sometimes this first mainnet one becomes unstable, they just added recently these other 4 nodes, and you can kind of see that they're mainnet by the green color. And then this actually, when you connect directly to your Temple wallet, it'll use these. It'll choose one of these nodes. So, for example, if you're running your own node at home, you can't actually use the Quipuswap with your own node at home. You have to use it directly from the command line for one thing, unless you have a URL tied to your node. Quipuswap can't work with it. So unless you know how to use this, do the swapping through the command line, you can't use Quipuswap. But for today's tutorial, I'm going to use connect to another wallet. So I'm going to connect it to the Kukai Wallet. And for Kukai Wallet, it sometimes takes. For Kukai Wallet, somehow it loaded really fast. That's good. So you can just go ahead and hit approve when it comes to connect here, and then boom, boom, bam. There we go. Woo, boom, bam. And yeah, so now I'm connected here, and basically this is kind of the basis of all of your transactions on the Tezos network from here on out. This and Kukai, so I usually keep these tabs like right in the front here. Hey Fred, shh. I'm trying to do a video. Sorry, my Dinku's chewing his wooden bamboo back there. Hey, stop it. I'm gonna move you. Anyways, okay, so go back here. Let me see. Let's go ahead and start with, well, actually, I just did Plenty. So if you guys don't mind, just watch the Plenty tutorial. I'll take you briefly through the website, but I don't want to use all the time today on Plenty. I'd rather go on other things. If you want me to go on Plenty, leave a comment or like just leave it in the chat room, and I could do it. It's not a big deal. But I did just make a video yesterday on it, so if you want to watch that after this. And let me go ahead and change the banner real quick. Not that one. Oh, I didn't save my questions from yesterday. No, that's whatever. Okay, so we're going to go to Plenty. I'll show you guys around. You want to hit connect to wallet here. Go to Kukai Wallet. And it'll say pairing in the bottom corner. This takes a couple seconds. Okay, then it'll come up. It'll pop up with your address. Hit approve. Go back to Plenty. And yesterday I put in a very small amount. So you'll see my harvest amount here is at 0.07 Plenty. Very small. Total value locked $37. I'm a rich man. Okay. So yeah, you can see all the different pools here. These ones are double rewards right now, so I recommend going into these ones if you can. There's Plenty Quipuswap. A lot of people, if you're in the Tezos ecosystem for a while, right? If you're in the Tezos ecosystem for a while, you know Quipuswap. You would have gotten an airdrop from Quipus, so you can actually just maybe swap half of that for some Plenty and then put it in here. Might be the easiest way for you. They also have an Uno LP pool. You can stake your Uno on Plenty here, or you can stake your Uno on the Crunchy farm, and I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, so basically these all have a 0% fee if you withdraw after 9 days. If you withdraw under 9 days, there's a 4% fee. With the pools, there is only one pool right now, and that is a 4% fee after 9 days, and anything before that is quite high. So you can see the fee here. The fee structure is 25% if you withdraw now. So just keep that in mind when you're using Plenty. The swapping feature is really nice. You can swap from token to token. You can swap from Plenty, from Calam to Plenty, and then from Plenty to whatever. And it's very simple. You just add liquidity here. Please watch my other video for that. I'm going to go and move on to other things. Comments. Oh, you have plenty of time. Yeah, I like that. Okay. plenty of time. Okay, now let's go ahead and go to crunch farming. Crunch farming is really cool. Crunch is sort of a little bit more homebrew-y sort of farming. It's run by Code Crafting. He's the super genius wizard Tezos guy. He does all the cool contracts. He's been helping out a lot of different projects. His main project is Emergence, but he also started this Crunchy and Crunchy DAO and Cryptstar, my YouTube channel, and our bakery. We teamed up with him and one more guy from Team Rocket to go ahead and, so I'm going to connect you to Kukai Wallet, to go ahead and buy the Ghosty. And then we just want to do an experiment to kind of fractionalize Ghosty. And we did a live stream on that the other day. So if you have interest in that, go ahead and watch that live stream. He gives out a lot of secret, like not very known information on wrapped Tez and was it wrapped? No, WTZ, sorry, WTZ, not wrapped Tez, and CTez and the differences. So I think it's definitely, those are really important things to understand if you're going to jump into the Tezos ecosystem. It's very open source. A lot of people are doing their own thing. Eventually, only one wrapped Tez will come on top, I think. But okay, so this is the farms, and I'm going to go through the farms. Basically, you have the home page here. I just connected to my Kukai wallet. Deep freezers. This is where projects can post what coins they have locked, and it's locked by a time contract, so you know that they're not going to do any rug pulling. So this is sort of like a place for projects to show that they're not going to do a rug pull on a third using a third-party kind of trust system. So it takes forever to load today. Now Tezos is a little bit stagnated today because every time we get a new influx of users, everyone just goes apey. So yeah, I'm not sure what caused the ape today. I didn't have a chance to look at the news before this. So apparently some news happened last night, I'm guessing. Anyways, they have different types, different filters here. They have farms, gardens, and flash farms. And then staking down here. And you can see like just which ones you have staked. I have nothing staked right now, so this will be empty, I think. So clear that filter. You get a farms. This is basically everything I think over 10K. So some of these have like, yeah, it's everything over 10K. So if you want to just see all the main farms, the ones that are trusted tokens more or less. AT Tequila is a restaurant, a token restaurant, and you can basically stake your CR DAO to earn the restaurant token. Yeah. So the Uno farm right now is really useful. So if you can't use Uno right now, this is for the Tezotopia. You can actually stake your Uno to earn more Uno right here. And that's only open for a limited time. It's a sort of campaign. So it actually ends at the end of next month. So if you have any Uno, I recommend getting into that because it's very good. Yeah. With Crunchy, basically, in order to do a Crunchy farm, let's go ahead and do XTZ for Crunch today, and I'll take you guys through a test transaction. So for the test transaction, you need to make sure you have XTZ and Crunch. So you can just click on this, and it'll take you to the Invest tab of Quipuswap. So Quipuswap is really great, but then once you invest and then once you stake in the farm, you can't actually use the governance tab anymore because once you're the governance basically stakes your tokens. Governance properties. Sorry, Fred, stop! I'm gonna put you outside. Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Just a second, guys. I'm gonna put my hamster outside. Make a lot of noise. I love you, Fred. You're making a lot of noise. Oh man, yeah, I don't need that noise early in the morning. Oh, before my coffee's kicked in. Okay. Oh, hi, Smith. I think you're fine if you're late. Oh, Friday's a Degu. I could show you guys him after I finish the tutorial. He's a really cool guy. It's like a mixture between a dog and a rat. So he'll come when you call him. He'll turn in circles when you tell him, like when you can teach him tricks and stuff. And he'll just basically come right on your hand as soon as you put your hands out the cage, and he loves to get his tummy scratched. So yeah. I'll tell him you love him. Okay. So yes, investing. So basically we have to swap first. We have to swap Crunchy Tez for Crunchy. So we're gonna swap 5 here. Get 5 in a crunch. And that's actually 5 is a lot, isn't it? It's like, oh, I just realized Tezos still stuck in like Tezos being like $3. And let's just do 1. Probably never going to use this. I almost never use this account, so it's pretty much lost money. Okay, here we go. It's still $7. Earns $14 if you do double. If there's anything you guys really want to do, if like a few of you post your ideas, I can just jump right to that. I'm just kind of doing this. Oh, and Philip Pentacoca, you got your 0.5 Tez, it looks like. Okay. So it's going to take about 10 seconds to confirm. Then you add liquidity, go to crunch here. I think during the end of the tutorial, I'm going to go over Flygohr, and I want to go over some other small projects that most people don't know about, that I think could be really big in the future. And I want to support the artists that do it because they do really good art, and they've been part of the Tezos ecosystem for a long time. So I'm going to show you guys some of them. Now, looks like I should be able to refresh this page. You want to see my Tezotopia empire? Oh man, okay. Maybe I'll log in after this and show you guys. Oh, what's the point of being a Tezotopia warlord if you can't show it off once in a while? Okay, crunch. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and add the liquidity here. Oh, what are you doing the auction on? Is it on him? If it's Tezos related, you can show if you want. I don't care. Don't spam too much though. I have to be able to find the questions. Yeah, I know. I was like doing the calculation in my head. I'm like, wait a second, I'm spending a lot more money now if I do this. I think there's like some other old tutorials I need to go through and see my accounts, because I'm sure I have something stuck in a farm that's just like it's been gone crazy for like 6 months. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Crunchy, and Crunchy, I was going to do the Crunchy farm. I think it should be. It doesn't show up yet. Let me see. I have to refresh. Oh, the mandala. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. So I don't do the mandala too much. It's too much. It's like too time consuming to try and raise the pot every time. If I had a lot of free time, I might do it, but I can't. Okay, use max. So this, you just stake your crunch and your XTZ right there. The camera's frozen. Just a second. Sometimes my camera gets overheated. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now, and it should be working. Okay, I fixed the camera. Thanks for letting me know. I don't really notice the camera stop. I don't know why my camera started overheating recently. It really shouldn't. It didn't work. Maybe it was the new firmware update. Okay, so you can see the LP is now staked. Oh no, I have to hit the confirm button here. Yeah, this stream is too hot. I know, it's too hot. No, I'm too hot. That's what they're saying. My wife's like, the air conditioning's on. I'm like, that's not the problem here. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the liquidity got added, so we should start seeing some rewards stacking up here. Oh my gosh, it's at 716. I did not look at the price today before I got up. Oh, I just want Tezos to hit go up to like $45 or so, where it should be at right now. Like, there's all this infrastructure we have. It's just crazy. I don't know why we're stuck at $7. Doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, everyone knows, like, a lot of people know me. They know I went to Solana for a while, and like Solana's great, but it's basically like a better Binance. It's not decentralized. They're working very well. They're working a lot with the government. SBF himself is working really closely with the government. I mean, he gave Biden, $10 million for his election. He was I think he was like the top donator for the Biden election. And he's been working really close to the regulators, which is what's getting him all of the Solana right now, getting them all of the press release news and everything. Let me think. But I went in there and then I came back to Tezos because Tezos is decentralized. That was the whole point behind Bitcoin. And Solana it's not decentralized. It's really hard to run it. It requires about a $10,000 computer to run a node, or $5,000 to $10,000. It's just not everybody can do it. With Tezos, you can run a Tezos node on a Raspberry Pi, and it runs fine. And Tezos has proper smart contracts, and everything is open source, which I think is really important to the Bitcoin. Like the morale, the whole point behind Bitcoin was to be open source and very secure. So that's one reason I didn't come back to Tezos. I always had 90% of my funds in Tezos, but I brought those funds that I got from back into Tezos. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next topic here. One topic I do want to show you guys today is Youves. It's a really great platform. A lot of people don't understand it, so I made a tutorial on it in the past, but I'm just going to go through it again. They haven't really changed a whole lot since that tutorial, so I'm not gonna deposit in the vault or anything. I'm just going to kind of show you guys how to navigate. So one really important thing about Youves is on this very front homepage, they should probably just highlight this. Right now, the average collateralization ratio is 540%. So you need to remember this number when we go to the next page. Do that. Okay, let me see. So go to minting. Actually, I could have just used that anyways, whatever. Boom. And go here, go start minting. Yeah, Youves branding is a bit strange. So go ahead and go to minting. The Calibri is fine, but I prefer the Youves payment system. But yeah, like I said, okay. So we were talking about you look at this first number right here, right? 542%. Then you go to minting, and when you mint, there was a big issue. People were trying to get back into. People were trying to buy Tezos with the USD, and since there's low liquidity, if they decide to do a forced sort of a forced buy on you, it takes 24 hours. So you go over here, you mint your Tez. You have 22 Tez. You can mint 1/3 of that, so you can mint up to like 8 Tez, I guess, around there, 7.5 Tez, and then that equals right now 7 times 7 is 49. So you could probably mint about $50 worth of Tez. Okay, and then you can go ahead and go to, with 50 Tez, you can go ahead and just swap it, swap the UUSD that you minted straight for Tez, and then deposit that again and raise your collateralization ratio. But what you want to do is, a lot of people, when things hit the fan and they want, and have like, say like, they have like $200,000 or something, they want to swap from UUSD to Tez. Now, not everybody has the time to like do $1,000 at a time. So what they're going to do is they're going to use there's a 6% fee, there's like a 6% like bonus to the person who's getting liquidated. Basically, the Tez gets their burn collateral gets, their burn ratio gets liquidated, so it brings their ratio like higher. So you, in order to not get your Tez burned, because you do a 1% fee, you have to actually be above that collateralization ratio. So instead of doing the 1/3 ratio, you want to do more like 1/5 or 1/6. Right now it's about 1/6. However, it doesn't look like recently nobody has been using that feature. Most people have just been sitting on their old what do you call it, mint. They haven't actually done anything else. So you just have to watch out when people start putting these requests in the pipeline. They have for 24 hours, and then they can force the sort of liquidation of your minted collateral, which basically means you're going to have less collateral minted. You're going to have less UUSD minted, but then you'll have a whole bunch of UUSD. And then in turn, in order for you to turn that USD into Tez, you're going to have to do the exact same thing they did. And it just starts a vicious circle, unless somebody really wants UUSD. And then they get a 6% premium. So if you really want a lot of UUSD and you think Tez is going to go down, you can basically lower your collateralization ratio as low as possible. And then you can let somebody else liquidate you. The problem is if Tezos does bomb and it goes below 200%, you get automatically liquidated, and it's at a 25% fee. So it is pretty complicated, but it's a great way to earn like a lot of extra U a day, and that's 0.5%. So yeah, the peg doesn't hold up as well. Recently, it's been doing pretty good, though. The peg has been doing pretty good. But yeah, the peg is not nearly as good because I think there's not enough liquidity for UUSD. And I really hope they add some sort of mechanism to raise the UUSD like liquidity pool. But it might be that they're waiting for someone to create like an FAT token. They don't want to waste their time doing a Tez UUSD pool. They want to maybe wait for an actual like FAT token swapping pool, maybe like Spicy Swap or Plenty. Okay, let's see what's next on the agenda. Oh, okay. Another topic I want to touch on today is object.com. Object.com has I don't know if it's recent, honestly, but it's launched, and it recently caught my attention during the Tezzardz thing. Tezzardz really blew up the Tezos ecosystem. It was backed by a famous artist, was one of the reasons it blew up. Also, they had a really nice website, and they included all the metadata necessary for people like Codecrafton to come along and make fan sites that organize the Tezzardz by rarity. I think a big artist that's going to come up, and this is kind of an OG project in Tezos, so this is why I'm telling you about it. Only like the OGs in Tezos really know about this artist. It's very kind of like people who've been in Tezos for 3 or 4 years. This is one of the artists that they really back. And this is actually the sailing ship that I think this is the sailing ship that I'm giving away today. This is the sailing. Oh no, sorry. This is the sailing NFT you got for holding a ship. So if you hold one of these pirates, Flygohr, he does not daily, like every other day or so, he does an airdrop pirate booty, and pirate booty can include some of these NFTs, these graphic art he's done. And I think I bought this one. It's really cheap. It's only 0.1 Tez, and there's like 10,000 of them. And then there's some other ones. I got the airdrop for this one. He only did an airdrop to a certain amount of people, 25 people, I think. So the more pirates you own, the higher your chances of getting an airdrop. He has like a calculated formula that he uses. And if you have a pirate ship, depending on your level of the pirate ship, I'll take you to the pirate website. So I'm kind of skipping around to the next part. Flygohr's Pirates. God, Corona's gotten my my posture so bad. I've just been at the computer all the time. Sucks. Anyways, this is a Tezos Pirates website. So the doubloons, you can buy your own. You can make your own pirate, and you have a chance of getting a rare one. I really like the one with the beard, but I never got one, sadly. So you can go to the treasure hunt. This is the one you want to go to, pretty much, is this treasure hunt page. You can buy a doubloon, but I think they're really expensive right now. Somebody bought them all up and sold them for much higher price. So one way to get a doubloon is to kind of just pay attention to the Pirates Discord, and which is, I think you can find it on the site somewhere, probably at the bottom. It's Discord channel. Yeah. So you can go like the Reddit or Twitter and then ask him for an invite to the Discord channel. And so the doubloons are really expensive on the secondary market. Like, that's ridiculous. Come on, guys. I think they were on for 3 Tez in the beginning, but somebody bought them all. Anyways, the treasure chest, this is what you really want to know about. You want to try and collect as many. Basically, what you want to do is you want to put a pirate ship and think of like your wallet as your pirate ship. You want to have 1 pirate ship per wallet, and then you can put pirate ships on multiple wallets, and then you can make the pirate ship by sending all these items to Flygohr's address. Flygohr's address, using the mechanism he states right here. You use the batch tools, and then you can download the CSV file, send them all these items, and you can buy these really pretty cheap, like 1 or 2 Tez each. And then as long as you have a pirate in your wallet along with this pirate ship, you receive you get higher chances of receiving an airdrop. And he's planning to like make a phase 2 of the pirates. He's working on that right now. He hasn't revealed a whole lot of information, so I can't really give you much about it. But I mean, I've been waiting with a lot of anticipation. So, question: how does it compare to Calumet? Oh, I'm gonna go back to object.com. Okay, so object.com. Object.com right now, they don't comparing it to Calumet. Basically, this takes. This takes objects from Calumet, and takes objects from Calumet and all the other so all the other collections. So in Tezos and Ethereum, they have what's called ERC20 and Ethereum, and then they also have, I think, a new one coming out. I can't remember the name of it. And Tezos has FA 1.2 and FA2 token standards, right? So in order to pull from Ethereum, I think they're adjusting the FA2 token standard for these new apes that are coming from Ethereum in order to take the Ethereum metadata and wrap it. On Tezos, they have the Tezzardz. Tezzardz has the metadata that's needed to go ahead and organize and have different traits. So they have the different eyeballs or different spikes or different things like that, and you can organize the metadata based on those traits. Whereas if you just use something from like Hen, or if you just use something from Calumet, they don't have that extra metadata option to put in. So it's really important to work with. If you want to create your own project on Tezos, you want to create your own like generative art, and you want to have traits and things like that, you need to work directly with object.com and create your own kind of standard of sorts, and then get them to list your standard, and then it'll be added to this drop-down list here. One of the first ones that was on Tezos was TZ Colors, and TZ Colors kind of that's one reason I moved from Tezos to Solana. I didn't like that. Yeah, it's just like selling a color. I was like, this is, you guys could have done anything, but anyways. Yeah, basically it takes all of the different marketplaces and puts it into one. So Bazaar Market is another marketplace. I really like Bazaar Marketplace. They load really fast. In the future, I'm guessing that Tezotopia is quite possible that they're gonna integrate with object.com. I have no idea. I'm not saying that, but it's highly likely if they want the exposure, they're gonna go through object.com, because object.com can give them their kickbacks as well, and then they just add an extra 2% fee on top of that. So if you really like an object for Tezzardz, for example, Tezzardz you can only see on object.com. On Calumet, I'm sure they worked out a deal or something. So like they both take 50% of the fee or something. That's just, yeah. I don't know the inner workings of the fee structure exactly between the two, but Interpop, that's the Emergence and the comic book series, and that's all listed here. Well, I think Object will have our token. I don't know. I mean, Opensea doesn't have a token that I know about, but I think they should have a token in order to do art promotions and things like that on object.com. I think that would be good to have a token. I love it when I love getting airdrops, and it's always great publicity for the platform to do airdrops of the token for long-term platform users. So I don't know if they will, but I think it would be good if they did. Of course, do we really need another token? I don't know. Yeah, so that's object.com. Let me go and take you to the artist. I'm going to go to Tezzerflies. It's taking forever to load. Oh, no, let me see it. All collections. Okay, I think I had it open right here. So I don't know why it's not loading. Sometimes object.com does get bogged down. Like on today's days, like today when the price goes up, there's a lot of extra users that jump in. So I'm sure that they're worried. They're kind of doing the auto scaling issues on the infrastructure side and figuring that out right now. So this is another big project on Tezos right now. Tezzerflies. It's still in the workings, but it's going to be a generative art based on, butterflies. I think he's starting to go for Yoichi. He's a long-term like Tezos artist, mostly focusing on music, but recently he's been doing a lot of different artwork or art music combinations. You can check out his profile on Twitter. He's pretty popular in the Tezos ecosystem. I use his background music for a few of my videos. So yeah, object is very nice. Yeah, so like his Tezzerflies are pretty cool. I bought a few of them. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a generative art in the future. I've talked to him. He's planning to do it. Probably give some human characteristics, sort of like Tezzardz. He wants to do something that Tezzardz doesn't have, which is basically have an extra evolution stage. So that's going to be really interesting. They're going to come from eggs to caterpillars to butterflies, and then you have a choice to go ahead and morph the caterpillars into butterflies if you want to, or you can keep the caterpillar if you like the caterpillar. So it's kind of giving the user a choice. It also takes 21 days to stake the caterpillar to turn into a butterfly, which is kind of cool. I thought. I'm sorry, Tezzerfly. Not bad. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of secret information because I talked to the guy, and that's what he's come up with so far. So I'm very excited about that project. If you want to go ahead and buy one of these OG Tezzerflies, they're all one of a kind minted. So it's not like Tezzardz where the OGs were like 50 or 60 or something like that. Oh no, so I think there's 20 editions of each. So there's only one edition of each of these, so you can have your own personalized one. Sort of just choose one you like. Do an off. You can make an offer, just like on Calumet, you can make offers, and they already have bots doing offers on object.com. On object.com, they also have auctions. Let's see what else we're going to talk about today. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I'm going to all go on to Tezotopia. I did do an in-depth tutorial on Tezzardz, so I just recommend watching that unless somebody really wants me to walk them through that today. Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, nice. You got a Tezzerfly? Which one did you get? Can you share the can you share this one right here? This number? Bless you. Okay. Let's see. Oopsies. Okay. I pinned your message on accident. 272-506. I actually like these. I think the release is gonna have a cool background. Oh, that one looks really cool. Oh, I like that. Nice. And I think the release is gonna have a background as well. I asked them to have a background. I like the black background's okay, but I really like the cool OG Tezzardz that have like the shiny backgrounds. Like I don't know, for me, like I like the Pokemon cards, where it has like a shiny background for the rare ones and like the common background, and so you kind of want to collect the one with the shiny background, right? The one that sparkles a bit. And with gifts, you can do that. So. Oh, crypto morphers. Yeah. Crypto morphers. I think. Yeah. It's right here. So crypto morphers. I think that might be Philip. Is that you? Tezos fan. I think that was your Twitter name, right? I'm trying to remember. Crypto morphers also are recently launched. Where'd it go? I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, crypto morphers. It's not found. Okay, why is this not working? Is this a copy mint? What? No. Oh, there's no collection found. That's weird. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, the wife wants a kiss. I'll be right back. Okay. I mean, makeup on me now, do I? Ugh. No. Thank God. Okay. So yeah, Cryptomorphers is another interesting project. Looks like these are all randomly generated as well. And there's shiny ones and there's normal common ones. So I'd grab snag a shiny one if you can. I'm not sure if they're going to do like a box opening or something like that in the future. I'm not sure what their plan is with that. But I kind of like the concept of the toy in the box. Oh, nice. Animated bus light. Cool. Yeah. With Tezzardz, I'm going to go ahead. Well, I think everyone knows my thing anyway. So, but anyways, with Tezzardz, they have some really cool. Well, I think I can go ahead and walk you guys through. Let me see. Let's go in here and go to tributes. So Tezzardz, I really like the tributes section. Can you guys see now or no? I don't know if it's going to show. Oh, no, it won't show it. Never mind. I was trying to see if it'll show the tributes. There's some really cool tributes in the tribute section at Tezzardz. There's a really cool one I bought recently. Let me show you guys. Ooh. Sorry, I would done. This one. Oh, this guy sent me his collection. Maybe this guy's in the live chat. I don't know. But he sent me this. This is his collection. So I don't think there's anything. Oh, he's got like one of the cool window things. Oh, nice. One of my favorite Tezzardz fan arts he managed to buy. Or maybe he sold it. Maybe he sold it. Maybe he sold it to me. No. Never mind. Oh, on the 17th with Tezotopia. You're moving over from Ethereum. That's great. Yeah, Ethereum is pretty interesting. I'll go ahead and walk you guys through my Tezotopia collection. Go ahead and show off a bit. Oh, but I can't. Oh, I can. I think Tezotopia. Let's go to Tezotop.io. Looks like so the big one right here. You can click on this. Basically, it looks like they're doing a big land release. A big land release here. So 5,000 new units, wave 2 and wave 3, 40 Tez tops, 200 artifacts, and collectibles for the first time. Ooh, that's going to be exciting. So that's going to happen in a few days. I think this Friday night for me. Excited, very excited for this. Tezotopia is like one of the most grassroots projects on Tezos. I think a lot of people know that I was honestly, when I first saw the Tez tops, I was like, what is this? The collectibles. Then I started talking to Joab and his idea behind it, and he created like a really nice roadmap to begin with, I think. And he was really, for me, I was like, really, what really got me was he likes to promote it using not so much like, he likes to use word of mouth to get people to like spread the word about Tezotopia, and he likes to do it through like kind of rewarding people who jumped on the project early, and he also likes to take in input from the community who jumped in on the project. So he's a creative director, but I would say he uses his own creative ideas, of course, but he also likes to take the creative ideas of people in the community and combine them into Tezotopia, which is what makes it like a whole of Tezos project, you know, because people all around Tezos give him ideas, and then he takes them and he puts them together into a really cool like Tezos project. So I mean, that's why one reason I really jumped on this. Like for example, Katoshi, this guy in the front here, one of the earlier guys who is really active in the chat, Alu, he kept bringing up Katoshi. I think it was Alu that brought it up, and he just kept talking about Katoshi, and then all of a sudden, Joab came out with like this action figure with cat ears. I was like, I just thought that was really cool. You know, it gives it takes the community input and then personalizes it for them so they can kind of connect with it. And then as more people join, they can create their own Tez top and make that their own personal collection, and they can customize it their own as NFT, and then they can be a part of Tezotopia as well. And his dream is to make the Tezotopia like huge. The map is going to be huge. It's already pretty big, but yeah. So yeah, I think during this collectibles time, it's going to be a huge land rush for anybody who doesn't have land. Me personally, I'm not going to go for any new lands. I might go for the Big Mac and maybe some of the cool units that they've launched for the OG guys. I don't know if they're going to do an airdrop of those units or what they're going to do. I'm just kind of waiting for the news. Right now, I'm focusing on YouTube because I think that's really important to the Tezos ecosystem, is having someone who's able to communicate with you guys, let you know what's going on, because a lot of people are so busy in their products they don't have a chance to give that information to the people who need it, to the end user. So I think that's the most important. That's the reason we're doing these projects, is for you guys. It's not so that we can create some crazy decentralized application. A Big Map. Yeah, Big Mac. Everyone needs a Big Mac. Let me see what's next on this the agenda today. Tezotopia, the big sale. Do you guys want me to walk you through how to buy something on Tezotopia? Would that be something that interests you? I could buy like a small unit and show you how it works. I might be logged into Tezotopia actually. I don't know. I don't know if I logged out or not, but oh yeah, I'm logged out. So I'm gonna have to create an account again, or I'm gonna have to create a new account. Oh, and there is like a secret. There is like a secret thing. Oh, it's showing my account. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, this is fine. You guys can kind of see my OG account, my collection. I try to collect like just one of each of the older units, just to keep them, and then I can do battles and stuff. And then I have a lot of tanks. I really like the tank icon, so I bought a bunch of them. Actually, I bought too many of them, and I listed a bunch, but I might unlist them because I want to have a tank army. And then I have a bunch of my old Tesla blocks here. These are the really old ones, the top 100. I sold about 4 of the original, like below 25s, to friends. I got them into it, and then now they're staking, and they're really into Tezotopia as well. So they all got into it, but they aren't so active in the chat. The marketplace. Oh, make sure I can see you guys saying in here. It's like eye porn. Oh, looks so nice. But yeah, this is a lot of accumulation right here. So you can see here that this actually doesn't. The filter doesn't work super great. It kind of like I don't know what this does exactly. They just kind of go in order and then out of order, and then I think it shows. Yeah, this one shows the six Uno. This one shows the 7 Uno, but there is no 7 Uno, so nothing shows up. So it just stays in this order. Then the 8 Uno, there's no 8 Uno listed. The 9 Uno, this is the only 9 Uno that, except for the one I own, which is I think this one is also 9 Uno, block 8. It's the only other 9 Uno. Now you know. Random facts about Tezotopia. There's not, the Genesis block isn't the only one with 9 Uno modifier. And this one is actually really good. If any of you guys want an OG block, I highly recommend this one. I'm actually thinking about buying it. It's just, I just have so much, so I want to kind of like make sure other people have the chance to grab it. But this one's a really good OG block. It's only 16, and there's quite a high chance that it's going to have. Joab was making an announcement about the top 25 blocks having some sort of special, having a chance of having a special artifact. I think a collectible, I'm guessing, dropped. If you look in the announcements channel, they've been having like these hieroglyphs or something. And there's been some debate. Like it's supposed to be a mystery, so I have no idea. Like and I don't want to know. I love having like mysteries and trying to guess what's going on. So I'm guessing that each block is going to have some sort of artifact under 25. So you could have a chance of having a really nice item in there. So plus it would match my color scheme because I'm going for purple. So yeah, the glyphs. Yep. So, and also once they start the marketing for Tezotopia, I think that it's going to go pretty crazy. And the secondary game they're coming out with, there's another game. You guys probably know what it's called. I can't remember the name right now, but there's another game that's going to be based on Uno itself. So, sorry, it's early in the morning. Anything else you guys want to know about? You guys. I don't want to go into the command line tutorial today. I want to do that another day. But any like browser-based tips and tricks you guys want to know about? Yeah, Better Call Dev is great, but honestly, it sucks if you have just a command line, because command line you can just type in the commands, you just take in like the call, what's called the call number, the call entry point, and then you just paste that in, and you just have to know how to put the command in the Tezos command line, and then basically press enter over and over again. That's how you get the that's exactly how they did the Ethereum hack the other day. This is just these hacks that are happening on Ethereum with the 7 hack. Sorry, just a second. The 7 hack that actually happened on Ethereum. Some dude took 10% of the mint, the drop, which is really bad for the ecosystem. To be honest, I did it, but I'm planning to release like a lot of the Tezzardz that I have captured. I plan to release like at least like 5% back to the community, and I'm not gonna drop them anyway. So I love lizards. I had a pet iguana when I was a kid for 8-10 years. So I love lizards, which is why I jumped in on it. Actually, I really wanted the unique one, which I didn't get. So I had to sell a bunch in order to get enough Tez to buy the unique one. Kind of sad, but I'm just keeping all the small faces and the unique Tezzard, and then the fly jacket. Anything that's affordable on Tezotopia. Like I said, affordable right now on the Tez tops is no go. However, to be honest, these Tez tops don't really matter anymore. I mean, they're really nice if you want an OG Tez top. I would recommend, if you have the Tezos, grab this one right here. And I'm not selling it, by the way. It's owned by J.T. Thompson. J. Thompson. This one was also relatively good right here, 2000. And it's got a cool, but in the future, you're going to be able to build these with just 0.5 Uno. And then you can just buy an artifact, and you're going to have to put an artifact on top. So I would recommend buying this This has a 2x Uno modifier. The other day they had one for sale. Oh, this one is a very, very top secret. This was actually a glitch. The owner, he accidentally minted this, and by community vote, which is one reason I think this is going to be worth a lot in the future. This wintry pixel tree. This is actually a Katoshi statue, but he misnamed it, or he used the wrong icon for it. So actually, this is oh man, it's worth $7,000 now. Whew. It's crazy, but I think this is the OG one, and it was pretty expensive to begin with because there's a 6x Uno modifier. So basically, you can take 0.5 Uno, which is 25 Tez right now, and then you take this and you can create a 7x Uno land, which is better than any of the Uno lands that they have here. Like this is only 6x right here. So you can basically buy that Katoshi statue and have an OG, like have the misprint, which, as you know, like any big game in the past, the misprints are the ones that are worth the most, you know. So I recommend getting this. I already got one. I'm not letting it go anytime soon. So, and you're not going to see many of these on the market, to be honest. So I definitely recommend getting this wintry pixel tree. Plus, it's a statue of Katoshi, which Katoshi is a very foundational unit in Tezos. He's like the hero of Tezotopia. So this and waiting to mint a land or buy a land on the land drop is probably your best bet right now. Anything else? This one's actually pretty cheap, honestly. Yeah, this temple tree is not bad, and it looks cool. So 7x modifier for energy. Besides that, these ones are also not too bad. The buzzard eye bush, plus they got eyeballs. That's kind of cool. They're thinking about they haven't quite finalized the minting process. So when you're gonna use 0.5 Uno, 0.5 of it's gonna get, or 0.25 is gonna get burned. 0.25 is gonna go into the treasure chests. I think gift out treasure chests. I'm not sure, or it's gonna go be recycled into the prize box when you win a battle. So a lot of people don't realize Tezotopia isn't about building land. It's about building resources. It's about building an army. This army you're going to use to battle other Teztops, and then the Teztops are going to have, I'm not sure if they're going to be defense modifiers or something like that, but you're going to have defensive units, offensive units, air units, and you have tactics, and you're going to have tactics to battle these other units. And if you win the battle, you win the treasure box. Inside the treasure box is going to have artifacts, collectibles, and Uno. So the key of this is not necessarily to collect Teztops. I mean, you could be a landlord maniac, but the key is to play the game and to be, actually, Joab asked me, if people started asking about Tezotopia, he asked me to mention to you guys that, like, Tezotopia, was it Joab? But the chat room, I don't know if it was him specifically. They asked me to tell you that this is, the point of Tezotopia is to battle units, all right? It's not about to collect land so much. They want to make it so people can just buy units and battle, and if they win the battle, they can get the prize box, and in the prize box is going to be, they can slowly collect Uno in order to build their own land and slowly build out their land that way. Yeah, Tezzardz are very expensive. And I think if you want to get into a project that's starting up, if you want to get into a project before it gets expensive, like I was saying, I recommend going into Tezzerflies or going to try and get into Flygohr. Flygohr is planning, I heard he's planning to do more doubloons maybe. So this isn't a promise, but I've heard rumors of him giving out more doubloons, so you can burn those doubloons to get yourself a pirate, and then the pirate gives you a chance to get an airdrop. So go in the Discord chat, and I would beg Flygohr to release more doubloons, or to figure out what the pirate mechanism will be for the new game, because he's planning to release a new game, and to get on top of that, because that's going to be an OG project as well. So Flygohr and Tezzerflies, if you can't get into Tezzardz, and then eventually if you can get into Tezzardz once the price goes down, or if you save up enough Tez and these other projects. But the key is to find projects that are still looking for funding. So this project was completely 100% funded by the community. There was no grant or anything like that given to Tezotopia. It was all done through NFT auctions. So I think it's as grassroots as you can get, which is what Tezos is. So it's a very I think it's a very big milestone for Tezos. Let me see what else we got here. Oh, thank you. Recommended, one thing I did want to touch on to go ahead and get on any of these early drops, I recommend going into Discord and getting in different Discord groups. And actually, after this, I'll go ahead and leave a link to each Discord channel that I recommend going into. I'll just go ahead and put that on the bottom of the YouTube video in the description. So I'll do that right after this video. If you guys want to just go ahead and join the different groups that I recommend and say, what's up? Everyone's really friendly, so just join the group. Say, hi, I'm interested. I want to know more about this project. And they'll give you the links to the websites. And you can check them out. Yeah. Youves is planning to do another synthetic asset that's going to be like a combination of a bunch of other cryptos, and it takes the price of those cryptos and then kind of puts them into one asset. That's going to be really interesting. So Youves has Youves is it's just like a bank, It's like your own personal bank. You can earn the rewards on your Tezos. Then you can mint the USD, lock your Tezos in, swap your UUSD slowly for Tezos, and go in there and just go in a big circle until you're maxed out. And then when it gets a high enough price, sell some of your Tezos for the UUSD, and then slowly burn out your things so you can unlock your Tezos and take profits. And then all that while you're going to be earning U. Calibri is very similar, I think. So Tezfin, I'm not sure. I heard that was supposed to launch back in January, so it keeps getting pushed back. I'm not sure. It should be really big. The UI looked really nice. So when I saw Kevin post the UI, looked pretty snazzy. So I'm excited for it. But I have no real anticipation about when it's going to launch, because it was supposed to launch quite a while ago. So. Let me think. What else can I touch on? Well, you guys go ahead and ask some questions. Yeah, I recommend reaching out to people and talking to them, asking them. With crypto, name is everything. You want to be able to create you want to be open about your identity if you can. If you want to get good deals on things, you want to be open about your identity. Let people know who you are. Let people know what you stand for. And in that case, a lot of times you can do under table trading rather than going through these object.com. You can help fund projects privately, or you can help test things and then get airdrops. So it's very important to be active in these Discord channels, to be looking at the bounties, to be for example, I did the Crunchy bounty. I was doing the YouTube video for Crunchy. I did their a lot of their documentation. For the Tezzardz code crafting, now we're both looking at that Tezzardz, and there's actually, he knew some other people that were looking at it, so we just kind of combined forces, and then we bought the Tezzardz because we really wanted to do the NFT splitting. So that just requires communication, and that's one thing I want to push on the Tezos ecosystem, is we need to communicate with each other more. And we need to not only communicate with each other, we need to communicate to new people who are coming into the ecosystem. So that's very, very important. I think it's about the end user. It's not about the developers, because without the end user, there would be no developers, which is why Ethereum has so many developers. It's because there's a lot of end users now. So it should be about, supply and demand, not demand and supply. Is that right? Yeah. What else we got? Do we have any? Who's watching? Do we have any more? Oh, there's 11 people watching. Cool. Any other questions you guys have? Anything you guys want me to touch on? It's been about an hour. I pretty much touched on all the points I wanted to. So let's go ahead, and if anybody's still watching, it looks like there's still 11 people watching. So let's go ahead and I'll do the questions starting now. Go ahead and if you want to join the pirate ship competition. I'm going to give away 2 pirate ships. So from right now, including Wanderers, is last question. That's fine. Please type in a hashtag question mark. Where's it at? Okay, I have to change this. So for giveaway question, please type in hashtag question mark and all in here. So go ahead and ask a question. Since there's only 11 people watching. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks. Yeah. And Nissan, I can count your question from earlier. It's just have to scroll all the way up here. Oh, this one doesn't show me all my old questions. Just a second. You had a good question in the beginning too. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, sweet. This does show the hashtag question now. Oh, this is great. Okay. So Nissan, you had 3 questions. Where can I get price stats? Okay. And then you had, do you use Kukai Wallet to pay the Twitter? Okay, I got that one. Oh, nice. This shows all the questions. This is great. How does object.com compare to Calumet? Okay, yeah, you had some really good questions, Nissan. Okay. What made me move to Japan? Well, I have always liked Japan. I used to like anime a lot more than I like it now. Since I got into crypto, I kind of dropped anime a bit and TV in general. I used to like Japanese TV, but I kind of got sick of it now. Now I'm just mostly here for the food. The food is really fresh here. They got really good sushi, of course, and I live in an area where I can get access to like really good Thai food and really good, Japanese, Korean barbecue. So yeah, I really love living here. It's really easy to live. Oh, and also the public transportation is, I think, the best in the world. I've heard Germany is pretty good too. So public transportation here is really nice. I don't need a car. And now that they have those electric scooters, everyone's using the electric scooters. So I might buy one here soon, and then I won't even need to take a taxi anymore. Ledger is very good. For Tezos Defi, not very good. It takes too long to do transactions if you're doing a lot of farming. So yeah, I think once Tezos gets Tendermint, it'll be much easier to use the ledger for Tezos DeFi. But for right now, I would recommend just sticking. If you're going to do a lot of different things on a lot of different platforms, probably don't use a ledger. Or if you use a ledger, use the Ledger Nano S. I have one here. I use this one. This is actually fine to use. The Ledger Nano X doesn't work so well. Also, with the new software on Chrome and Brave, it makes you like log in every time to the Ledger app. So that's why I switched to Firefox when I use this. I recommend using this one because it has less connectivity issues than the X. The X I was hoping will work on my iPhone. It only works with one app on the iPhone. And it just looks nice, but the connectivity issues with the computer is not. This works much more smooth, and it's way cheaper. So definitely recommend getting the Nano S. And they still sell the Tezos edition, I think, on the website. This one's the Tezos edition. You can see. Can't see. Second. Is it zooming in or no? Is it working? I don't know. Anyways, you can see the little Tezos symbol on there. Becoming a baker. Well, actually, baking has, I think, gotten a lot easier. The software has gotten a lot more stable. There's like 5 commands to go ahead and get the node running. Let me think. I think I'll do another live session on becoming a baker and getting started from A to Z, and I'll do it on testnet. And then I'll just tell you guys the command to switch to mainnet, and then tell you which snapshot to download from there. And I'll probably do that next week. I'll make a little baking episode, and then people can ask questions and stuff on the live chat. Quipu token. Yeah. I think Quipu is going to be quite a big token. I I think once Tezos gets Tendermint, sorry, Quipu will be a lot smoother, and I think their options to add multiple nodes to the Temple wallet is really good. And I think that the Quipu utility, I don't know if it's been released yet. I haven't read the white paper on the Quipu utility yet. I'm guessing it's going to be, I hope it's going to be used for whitelisting tokens, because in that case, it would be very useful for project owners. Or oh, no problem, Nissan. Yeah, and you have a great day. Thanks for joining us. I think it's kind of dying down a bit. So yeah, looks like we're gonna go ahead and close it up. I'm gonna go ahead and announce the winners and write down their names right now. So let me see, Nissan. Let's go ahead and choose you asked a lot of really good questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a nice pirate ship. And let me see. So please give me your Twitter, and I will go ahead and send you the pirate ship after this live showing. And also, who else to ask questions here? Let me go and look through the other questions. Oh, have you question? No, you cannot connect. Sorry, you cannot connect Ledger to the mobile. I think I might have mentioned that, but no, you cannot, sadly. It's like I said, get the Nano Ledger S for now. When they actually make the mobile capability, which they've had Nano X around for like 2 years and they haven't created it, and it kind of makes it. I don't know. I'm not sure why they even tried to promote that mobile used capabilities when it doesn't work with mobile. Oh, AirGap. If you don't know, AirGap wallet for the iPhone is really good for Tezos. I really wish they had made the two. They have an AirGap Vault and an AirGap wallet, and then the Vault holds your private keys. The wallet does the transactions, and then it just has them signed by the Vault. So you don't. There's like an AirGap. You can have like a separate phone for each app, or you can have them both on the same device. It works really good when you want to do DeFi on the go. It works pretty well with Tezos. So I do my DeFi on my iPad all the time with that. Most of the dApps don't quite work well with iPhones for Tezos yet. I think Tezotopia is working on it, and Crunchy is about to release a mobile interface. So once the Crunchy releases the mobile interfaces, you can do the harvest all feature, and then you can just harvest right to your AirGap wallet once you import your private keys. Best way to grow a community. Okay, Reddit tech. Okay, I'll write that down just a second. Reddit. Well, for me, to grow a community, I have no idea, honestly. This is my first time doing a YouTube channel. I'm not super professional. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's just important to just start, just get out there and talk to people and try and connect people, learn about what they're doing, and take an interest in their projects, try and find out what their motivation is, what their end goals are, and see if they align with your end goals. If they do, then start a community. Make sure you connect more than one social media to each other. So right now I'm focusing on YouTube and Twitter. Because Tezos is mostly on that, and I've been also doing Reddit as well, because Reddit is for people who are really busy working and they can only log in once in a while. Twitter is for degens who look at Twitter all day, and YouTube is for people who are trying to learn. Those are the kind of things I see, the trends I see. So it's each one has a different end user. My end goal, my end goal is to promote Tezos. I feel like I wanted to do some products on Tezos, but I think that the biggest need right now on Tezos is having someone to kind of communicate with the community or onboarding new members in a more personable way, rather than just making random developer websites. People want someone to talk to. They want like a face to connect with. At least that's what I want. So I talked to a few people, and it seems like they just want someone who can tell them what's good on Tezos. And right now there's no one doing that really. Arthur himself, he's a great, he's a really smart guy, but he doesn't really seem to like jump on other products that are going on Tezos. He mostly focuses on the main protocol itself. So I want to kind of just help connect the community to these decentralized applications and answer their questions, as well as do giveaways and things like that, and kind of show the good sides about Tezos. And I think that there's like a lot of people complaining about, you know, things in the back end. And I'm just like, you guys, rather than complaining, let's put out the good news, you know, because we have so much good stuff going on Tezos. And the bad stuff, the only reason we have bad stuff is because Tezos is evolving so fast. There's bound to be bad things happen. There's bound to be bugs. It's already caught up to Ethereum on every standard and exceeded Ethereum on every standard in the half the time that Ethereum has. So, and with half the amount of, like, less than half the devs. So I think that's an amazing accomplishment. Okay, Reddit Tech, I got you. Okay, let me think. Well, I feel like Dial, you asked a lot of questions about me, and I like that because I like myself. Yeah, I don't think, actually, not many other people ask questions. So yeah, Dial, I'll go ahead and send you a pirate ship as well. Please give me your Reddit address, or your either your Reddit or your Twitter account. And I will send you your pirate ship. Twitter is at Reddit Tech. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll just wait for you to send me that, and then I'll go ahead and end the session if there's no more questions. And like I said, please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and also please follow me on Twitter. And also, any questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter. If I follow you, I can DM you, or if not, just leave me a comment and I'll follow you and we can DM that way. Yeah. Bag holder for life, for hire. Oh, nice. And, good night, Aries. Thanks for watching. For Twitter, yeah, he confused me because his name is Reddit Tech on Twitter. So, yeah, Twitter is better for me. I'll send you directly from my account. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end early. It's only 30 minutes early, but anyways, have a great day, guys, and catch you next time.